To some more legal trouble stacking up against former President Donald Trump as New York Attorney General Letitia James files a lawsuit against Trump and his three oldest children. The Department of Justice is giving the all clear to continue the investigation into documents seized from Mar-a-Lago. We're following both stories. We start with Kelsey Kernstein with the latest on that classified document probe.
Yeah, Adrienne, some are calling this a big win for the Justice Department. In fact, federal prosecutors had been told to stand down and stop looking at those seized documents taken from the Mar-a-Lago. Appointed a special master had completed the review of more than 11,000 documents. Again, they were recovered from Mar-a-Lago estate. But the three-judge panel from the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals ruled that Judge Aileen Cannon, who blocked the Justice Department from looking at those documents, erred in her ruling. As a part of their ongoing criminal investigation, federal prosecutors want to review 100 documents marked classified. Those documents recovered back on August 8th after the FBI conducted a raid at Donald Trump's estate in Florida. Now, the FBI left that property with dozens of boxes and documents marked classified and top secret. Trump claimed that the documents he had at his home were all declassified by him as president, so he had a right to have them. Now, the appeals court said it could find no personal interest for Trump in documents marked classified and no evidence in the record that he had declassified them as president. This is the second setback this week for Trump and his legal team. And also on Tuesday, Judge Raymond Dearie, who is the special master appointed to review all of the documents taken from Trump's home, told Trump's attorneys they need to provide proof that he declassified the documents, also telling the former president's lawyers, you can't have your cake and eat it too. Now, Dearie says if Trump's legal team will not provide proof that the documents were properly declassified and the Justice Department can make an acceptable case that they were not, then he will consider them classified. Now, Dearie has set a deadline of November 30th to go through all those documents now in his possession, Adrienne.
All right, Kelsey, thank you for the update. We want to talk about a little more legal trouble for the former president. New York State suing him and his three children, as I mentioned earlier, Don Jr., Eric and Ivanka, for alleged fraud at the Trump Organization. Now, State Attorney General Letitia James claims that for decades they exaggerated the values of their assets to secure business deals, loans, and lower tax rates. James says that she's referred the case to the IRS and federal investigators. The lawsuit seeks $250 million in damages and could ban the Trump Organization from ever doing business in New York again. On Truth Social, Mr. Trump wrote, quote, another witch hunt by a racist Attorney General, Letitia James, who failed in her run for governor, getting almost zero support from the public. She is a fraud who campaigned on a Get Trump platform, despite the fact that the city is one of crime and murder disasters of the world under her watch.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.